Hey guys, Joe DeMarco from the Crazy New York Driver Show. Today is Sunday, April 6th, 2025. Welcome to another New York City exploration video. Today we're going to be exploring the Harlem River Drive ramp to nowhere, which is right behind me. And I'll be taking you down it, and it literally goes nowhere. But it used to go someplace, and that's what we're going to be discussing today and examining. As I said, it's April 6th and it's freaking freezing out. It's raining very lightly, though you probably can't tell. It's about 45 degrees. It's absolutely awful. It's going to be another terribly cold, rainy week. It's just been absolutely pathetic here in New York City this spring. Awful. Let's get started with the video, and I'm going to take you down the ramp to nowhere. All right, guys. Today I'm going to take you to the Harlem River Drive ramp to nowhere. If you guys live in the area or have driven on the Harlem River Drive, you have passed this spot hundreds of times and probably not even noticed it. I, on the other hand, the compulsive historian, noticed all this kinds of stuff, and it was just a matter of time before I decided to cover this ramp. So let's take a look at it. First of all, the way you would get to this spot where I am right now, if you were heading southbound on the Harlem River Drive, get off at the exit for 142nd Street, go to 2 traffic lights, make a left onto the northbound ramp, and as you get to the top of it, just pull over to the side. There's enough room where I am there, and you can examine this wonderful situation for yourself. Now, before I take you down the ramp, I'm going to show you some things on top of the ramp that lead me to believe something was actually here many years ago. First of all, look at this concrete wall that's built here. The reason they built this is to protect the railing behind it. The railing behind it has been deemed unsuitable and not strong enough because in other sections of the city where they still have the original railing, vehicles have broken through and gone down to the level below, which is never a good thing. Here you can see they have a gate that's locked that actually leads to the unused ramp. But what was this ramp used for, and was it ever used? And I say it was. Right now I'm standing inside that concrete wall that I just showed you earlier. Some people dumped some junk off here, as you can see. Here you can see evidence that there was a structure here of some kind at one point, I believe, though I've never seen it in pictures or anywhere else. All right, this is coming up from where I told you. This is the ramp going northbound. This is where we're going to head down. But before we go down there, I would like to show you 2 aerial shots from Google Earth. And I want to show you these aerial shots before we go down because it leads me to 2 different theories as to what was going on here many years ago. And I want to get your input on this. So let's firstly stop and let's look at those 2 Google shots now. This is an aerial shot of the very spot that I'm in right now. Here you can see that concrete wall that I was just standing inside of. My vehicle would be parked right here. Here is the gate that's closed and locked, leading down to the ramp. But now what I want to show you is I want to show you a broader look at this particular place. Here is a wider angle shot, and once again we are right here. But now look at the ramp, all right? And you can see that it appears to at one time have connected to Marginal Street, which is an old defunct street that I did a video about maybe 6 years ago. And yes, you can see that it looks like the footprint brought it all the way through to Marginal Street. So I'm going to use that as one theory, but I'm also going to use the ship theory, which we're going to get to right now. Now that I've got you acclimated, if you look all the way down in the distance, you can actually see it looks like it connects to Marginal Street, although now it's basically a park and a footpath. Let's go down. I myself never saw this ramp open in my life. The railings on the right are original, but the fence is not. The fence is actually quite new. I would say within the last year. They put that up so people don't throw things down onto the highway. Now I'm at the base of the ramp here, and this is now a footpath. Okay? This leads to Marginal Street. Now here's something I noticed that leads me to believe that my second hypothesis is correct. You can see the original curb line right here curves left. It curves left toward the water. All right? I believe, and this is my hypothesis, that there was some kind of shipping traffic going on here around the year 1940. There were several of these anchors, for lack of a better term, these iron posts that you tie boats up to. So I have to believe that rather large boats were docking there and possibly offloading onto trucks and then bringing the items up the ramp into the city proper. This is part of the new and improved walkway. There is the iron tie-up that I was referring to. I don't know the correct name for that. I'm sure somebody out there does, but there are actually quite a few of them. And I'll get you a close-up shot of one of them. As you can see, the lettering PS70 is on there. Not sure what it means. Maybe one of you does. And again, this is part of the walkway. All relatively new and improved. I'm not sure if this is correct, period correct, or if this was improved. And that's heading southbound. As you can see, yet another cloudy, rainy New York day. I mean, there is no other kind. You'll notice that the thieves stole the railing from the original ramp here. Many years ago, I would imagine. That's the jogging path. And as you can see, it's been tagged, totally tagged. Now we're going to head back up the ramp to the top, right back where we came from. This here is new. This was put in so people can walk from the jogging path up the ramp and down to the avenue without any chance of getting hit by cars coming up the northbound ramp. Earlier, I asked you if you knew why the concrete wall had been put up. This is the railing they're trying to protect. This was used back in the 1940s and 50s. It was very common in a lot of the New York City highways. And over the years, you've probably read stories where out-of-control vehicles hit this railing and blasted right through it. That's because we get so much road salt from all the snow and the rain that it eats away at the base of the steel. It erodes it and it makes it weak. So that's why they put in that protecting wall. This is the ramp coming around to go northbound back on the Harlem River Drive. And this railing, again, is original. The guardrail is not. That was put in as an added protection. And yeah, so basically, guys, that's all I have to show you right now on the Harlem River Drive ramp to nowhere. If any of you guys ever saw this ramp in use, I would love to know about it. The one thing about it that really, really mystifies me, and again, see, these are supports from whatever was there originally. I have no idea what it was. Ramp. The ramp is actually curved the wrong way. It is not conducive to traffic. See, look right here. If you're coming up the ramp, it's a little difficult to make a right turn, which is really the only legal way that you could have gone. It looks more conducive to making a left turn, which means you would have been going against traffic. Very weird. Very weird. But yeah, see? It's contoured to the left. All right? Now when you first arrive, it's not bad. But when you want to leave, it makes it very awkward. So maybe one of you guys actually have seen this in action. I'd like to know about it because I'm crazy New York driver and you're not. Thank you for watching this video. Let me know if you'd like to see more like this. Rock on and peace.